And I did 2 rounds. Me, my girl, Crush, we did 2. And then my girl ends up getting a margarita. But the thing, I don't like what she does. I'm sorry, babe, to say this.
Whoa, watch. Yo, tread on water, nigga.
No, she got.
Bugging, yo.
I gotta say it here because I gotta say this here because I'm always scared to say shit to your face. So we could just. Because she be why you never like talk about your feelings and emotions because you scary, babe. So I gotta say it here so then you can find out. So on the podcast you said this.
You scary, bitch.
One thing that really caught me off guard because I had to go outside the bar because I was just so I had to breathe.
Okay.
It was like up in my rabbit hole TikTok videos.
You trying to stay awake?
Trying to. But what's up, everybody? This is your boy Richie Picasso. I'm here with the one and only G out of character.
Hey yo.
Yeah, now you switch the camera to you.
Yeah. Yo, what up?
Fucking tired.
How you doing?
Tired.
Tired.
I'm doing tired.
Had a long weekend.
No,
it's not over. He even went the extra mile and picked me up to podcast.
Yeah, and I was gonna try to do some other stuff afterwards, but I was like, I'm blinking and I'm like seeing stars. Like it's like, yeah, I know something's wrong here. Like I need to sleep but it's not like it was it's not for a bad reason. It's not like I'm tired on purpose. It's a reason for it. Because we actually had like a really fun time this weekend doing a lot of cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we should just start off real quick with what happened on Friday. So Friday, as you all know, well, hopefully all of you know, I got the opportunity to perform at the Great New York State Fair. And I performed at the Pan-African Village. And it was dope. Definitely a different vibe out there. Lots of very cool people, wholesome people there.
It was LBGT, rest of the alphabet day.
Yes. Well, you can say Pride Day.
Pride Day. I know. I like it. I like the fact they got a whole bunch of letters to make an acronym to make a name.
So it was Pride Day and then also New Americans Day or some shit.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, New Americans Day for people that were new citizens, right?
Yes.
Even though it was mostly white people there, right?
But the day started off like early in the morning on Friday. We literally drove almost over 4.5 hours to get there.
Mm-hmm.
It was me. It was Gilly. Shout out to Physic for pulling up. Shout out to BJ, the DJ, for pulling up.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Crush Shice, the greatest hype man in the world. He pulled up for me.
Mm-hmm.
We drove there. We made 2 stops? Like one at a gas station, like a country gas station, and then like a more chain gas station.
Oh, that's just rough.
It was very rough. And
no, I was talking about this beer you gave me. Shout out to Rich giving me breakfast.
Oh, that's your future baby mama's favorite drink.
I mean, shit, she's a strong bitch, yo. This shit's strong as fuck, yo.
She went.
You see how that's how you start looking at the words after you fucking drink a can of this shit.
Shout out to Bronx Brewery. It was dope, but we'll get to that story.
Well, let's start from the top though, because I was there too. Yes. So we got picked up like around 9:30.
Yep.
Feel me? Start our day. I had like 6 blunts pre-rolled.
I got the timestamps. We left officially at 9:43.
See what I'm saying? So we left at like 9:40 something. On the way there, the fucking GPS kept fucking with me because when we were on the Whitestone Bridge, it was saying 263 miles and shit. And then we got closer and it didn't move. It stayed at 263 for like a good 40 minutes. And then at one point in time, it went up. Yeah, but it was a great, like, I don't know about you, but I've been in a van. Or I've been with people that for a long trip, and it wasn't so great. I've been where tour life and one, not having multiple people with licenses in the car sucks. Like if you have to depend on one person to drive more than 3 hours, that's strenuous. So one, big deal that we had 2 other drivers available in the car had Richard needed some time to sleep or anything or rest or relax.
Mhm.
2, I've been in a van where people got like attitudes and prima donnas and they're annoyed we're not there yet, or their phone's dying, or they're hungry, or like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, we're trying to get there. Like, I don't care what you're going through right now. Let's have fun in the van, make jokes. Yo, we even went as far as fucking, don't take our idea. We even went as far as doing the verses. You know what I mean? 5 songs, one person with 5 songs versus another person with 5 songs. The 3 people in the car get to judge. Everybody moves up. You know what I mean? Like, we made the most of the time to the point where driving up there, nobody even slept. We just stayed awake, all hung out, talked. Great drive up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And we get there and we had a little bit of trouble like with security in the front,
We
but
was scared. I was scared. I saw state troopers. I was scared.
because one, like, to give like a little backstory, they wanted me to send like over credentials a week prior,
Mm-hmm.
and I told them to mail it to me. They never mailed it to me, so we were pretty much hung out to dry to figure out where the fuck we supposed to park, where the fuck was the location, what were we supposed to do, because we had DJ equipment and we
Mm-hmm.
had a box of like different yo-yos and stuff. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, what were we supposed to do? So we eventually find like a what looked like a semi looking parking area with a bathroom, and then like there's a gate. And
Well, I want to, and I gotta give appreciation where appreciation is due. Shout out to you, state troopers that weren't assholes. You know what I'm saying? Like, on a normal basis, when you ask an NYPD officer for some help, there's a 75% chance he's gonna blow you off, even if he knows the answer. He's just not gonna give you the time of day or attention. So for us to be in Syracuse, 5 hours away from home, we obviously stick out like a sore thumb. We got Rich, you got me, you got Physic, you got fucking BJ, and then you got Crush.
we're downstate people in upstate.
We honestly looked like a circus. So we kind of did look like we belong in the fair, but for them to give us the respect as far as pointing us in the proper direction, as far as being nice to us, and then when we got to the gate that we were finally directed towards, everybody could tell in the car you was a little bit unhinged by that point. He had
Yep.
just finished driving 5 hours. Now we get there and there's no viable direction to where we are supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? They didn't send him the entire package as far as, hey, go here are your tickets, this, that, and they didn't give him direction. We came up here and he didn't get the full thing. So now he's a little unhinged. I'm trying to massage him a little bit. He's like, shut the fuck up, nigga. I'm trying to think. You know what I mean? So I grab him. Me and him make our way to the front of this place where there was a restroom. We found a gentleman, and then he helped us from there, right?
Yeah,
We called your pops. Your pops helped us.
Yep. It was more like for me being unhinged, it was like I don't like being in situations where I don't know
That's why
what
you
the
get there
fuck I'm
early.
supposed to be doing. Thank God we left there. Thank God we got there like 4 hours early.
Yeah, that's why you always get there early. That's why you're like that. You do that to avoid, avoid any confusion, problems. God forbid the nigga canceled and didn't tell you.
And it's like, oh, we sent you a call. We don't need you today. And it's like, oh, we need you for tomorrow. Like, no, thank God. Like, and also to jump off Gilly, a shout out to like all the people that work there
Mm-hmm.
for the state fair. Like nobody was being an asshole at all, because it's like sometimes you'll get that 1 or 2 dicks, especially if you're in a place you don't know
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. There's always that one
Especially when you
person,
need help.
and you need help. It's like it's not like we were purposely trying to like break in or anything. It's like even the guards, like I went in honestly with no credentials, and it's like the security knew because I started giving names. And I started giving like where I was gonna perform. My dad, thank God, he sent me like pictures, like, hey, look, this is me on the bill.
Like, look, my dad is there.
There's people there for me to watch me perform. It's just a matter of I got to get over this gate. And the guard was really cool. He was very helpful, and he got like his people to come and get like stuff. And then shout out to Kevin. That's the dude that with the trolley with the car.
Oh,
that
shout out
came
to
out.
Kevin. Shout out to Kevin.
So thank you, Kevin, for that.
Kevin was drunk when we was leaving. You know that, right?
He was a little bit
He was
fucked up.
tipsy. He was tipsy.
I was like, all right, Kev. And then, I to go a little further with that, but we eventually got on this trolley, and it goes by like stops.
Uh-huh.
So it's like about probably 2 or 3 stops. We get off at the second stop, and then we still really did. We should have just waited one more stop, but we just get off, and then we just like walk it. So we walked to the Pan African Village. It's not a far walk. It was like a good, it's like a good less than 10-minute walk, but it's like if we would just wait, we could have just been right here in the front.
Uh-huh.
So we get there, and I'm trying to look for our stage, like where we're supposed to be, and this is immediately right there to the left. I see my mom, my dad, I see my dad's friend, and they were like, "Here, are we here?" Blah blah blah. You know, and we decided to go a little bit, do a little bit of exploring,
Yep.
since we got like so much time now.
Yep.
So
And it was and you know what? It was fun. Like I, you know what I love about not fair so much because any event that's thrown, if you stick out, you stick out. You know what I'm saying? But what's great about like community days, like you know the Pride Day that they had and the day for the New Americans, whatever it was. What was good is that there was different. We didn't get looked at oddly because we did stick out.
oh,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like, but we didn't get looked at oddly because there were more people there that were also, I don't want to say out of place, but not our usual place of being. You feel me? We're not usually in this area, you know? So it was like, it was cool, like to be there and see all these things. And it was a really big fair, you know? Shout out to the fact that they had beer drinking there because the first thing I went to was get a Budweiser,
Of course he did.
you know? And then when we're there, I'm jumping and hopping and skipping a little bit, but one fucking most memorable moment for me was Crush almost getting kidnapped
Oh
by a big
God.
twink.
No. There's almost two twinks. There was almost two of them. He literally. Well,
No, he actually he talked to us the first time and he found Crush so amazing because he just kept talking to Crush as I walk away, right? And then me and Fizz go to get our beers. That's when you came around, and he came back with a friend to try to kidnap Crush.
like, this is very suspicious here. Who the hell's this guy? Where'd he come from?
He came back with a friend to kidnap Crush. They was like, "Look at that small guy. We could get him."
And then, like, so me and Gilly were like trying to be like vigilant. Like, we were like behind the motherfucker because he was asking for pictures. Because the first time he already got a picture from him with just him, and then it's like, now you want a picture with your friend, and he kept asking like, "Yo, you want a drink?" We're like, "We're over
Yo,
there."
yeah, they wanted pictures with Crush too. That's how it was really suspect to me. Like, they didn't really want pictures with nobody else. There's 4 of us. They went straight to Crush. Like, yo, let's take a picture with him. Like, he was.
I mean, to be fair, I was trying to look around hard to see if there was like any other midgets there, and he was literally the only one.
Well, you know, to double down on that, like I said, man, Crush would. His personality calls to have a camera in front of him, but. More than that, I give him like the biggest salute, man, because he was the only short person there. And people, I got bothered when I saw this guy walk by Crush and he locks eyes with Crush, and then he says, "Oh my God," out loud. He goes, "Oh my God," and then he taps his girlfriend and points at Crush, and Crush is looking at the whole thing like. And he just shakes his head and looks away. And then I look at Crush and I had to address it because that's the way I am. I'm like, "Yo, you get that a lot?" And he's like, "Yeah, I get that shit all the time." I'm like, "Sit down." He's like, "Nah, don't even bother me no more." I'm like, "That shit's crazy though, right?" He's like, "Yeah." It's like, I don't understand. I'm like, like that takes a lot for a person to be like, "All right, yeah, I'm like this. It is what it is. People are gonna stare at me the way they're gonna stare at me." You feel me? Like that takes a lot because most people that are regular, you know, I have problems where I'd be like, "This nigga staring at me," you know, because I don't have a 6-pack or a nice chest. I feel insecure over that shit. That nigga
That's
got a
my
whole
life.
fucking. He can't get taller if he tried, and that nigga literally, but he literally laughed.
The way you being sound.
But it's true because I could get a 6-pack, go to the gym, get bigger, right? I could change those little things I feel insecure about. He couldn't change that if he tried. So for me, I just noticed in that point in time that he ain't insecure about being short. He's over it. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga's completely over the thought. Like, and it is what it is.
It's like,
I got a dick down to my kneecaps. I'll dick your bitch down. What? I'll grab your bitch and dick it down better than a big person.
I mean, when you're that size, your whole life, like this is your life. You're born this way. You gotta just learn to deal with it.
I still
and
think
just
blind people get mad that they're blind though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yo, with all the money Stevie Wonder got, you think Stevie Wonder don't be like, "God, why the fuck didn't you just give me eyes?" You don't think Stevie Wonder wants to see a pair of tits?
I mean, would you rather be not blind and not be one of the
Successful,
greatest singers of
right,
all time?
Right. Well, do you think his blindness made him a great singer? That's a good question. Good rabbit hole, baby.
Your eyes have nothing to do with your mouth.
So he would have been a great singer regardless. God is just cruel to not give him eyes to see a pair of tits.
The rumor in the industry is that Stevie Wonder is not really blind.
I know. They
Like he
said
was
they threw
fucking
a
with.
tennis ball at him and he
Yep.
caught it.
Yep. And he ran with that shit his entire career. Hey, look, if I can make songs of the key of life, that's like one of the top. That's my history top 5 greatest albums of all time.
What?
Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder.
Oh, yo, Stevie Wonder's a beast, but it does call for it. If the nigga didn't have that, he wasn't blind, I know blind don't have nothing to do with a voice, but you know what blind does? Blind creates adversary where you like, I gotta get over it, I gotta be better than this, I gotta be stronger than it. And you don't want to let it bring you down. You always get made fun of. You always get pointed out. You're always sticking out. You're blind. So
But
you're gonna if you find something that you're good at doing, you're gonna push through and become
a billion times better.
so being blind, might have been his push to be great.
I mean, but would you rather be blind or be a midget?
As long as I got a big dick, I'd rather be a midget. As long as I got a big dick, I'd rather be a midget than be blind.
But if you handsome,
I would like to see. I would like to see a pair of tits. It would suck for me not to see this. And who's to say blind people don't see? Like, do you think
they have to see something?
Like, right? It can't be just completely black.
And then there's moments I know with like certain blind people, they could see at certain times. It's just like it had to be like, oh, the sun hits this way, or when it rains, like fucking Daredevil shit.
Door to get air.
All right,
There's no flies.
Gilly's going to open the window to get some air.
Yeah, but B, like, what would you rather do, midget or being blind?
If I got the dick I have now, and I'm blind. I don't mind being blind, and I look the way like if I look like this and I'm blind, all right, I can deal with that. Yo-yoing would be fucking 10 times more difficult. But fuck it.
Yo, son, you wouldn't. Oh man, you might be the yo-yo king if you were blind.
Shit, I got called the Yo-Yo King today.
Are there any yo-yo artists that are blind?
No, that I'm aware of. No, I do know amputee yo-yoers.
I could see a guy with one arm or a couple fingers missing.
No, he got nubbed. It's just a fucking.
It's
just a thumb.
Oh, I'm going to hell. Wait, he just got a thumb,
Like
and he does all the crazy shit you could do.
No, he can't do certain crazy things, but the fact that he can still control the string, be able.
You seen the basketball player, right, with one arm? Oh, it's a mean basketball player with one arm, dunks and all that.
And crossing niggas.
Yeah, cross niggas and all that. Basketball player with one arm. Here, I'll find him.
Yeah, so anyway, we're going a little off track here. Where we going? Crutch getting kidnapped.
Well, Crutch getting kidnapped. But yeah, it was a good show. It was a good show. I really enjoyed you performing. You know what I'm saying? You got had to calm you down a couple times because you were so hyped on the interludes and talking to everybody, and you were feeling so good. You wanted everybody to feel good with you, and I didn't want that to take away from your performance because you would run out of breath or that's why I was just like, when I saw by the second fucking thing, you was like, oh my god. I was like, wait, let me get this nigga water. But
he can't write in the water. Like, here you go, nigga.
Yeah, I can't. Because I'm watching you. Like, I'm watching you, and I'm seeing you trying to push. You're trying to be everything. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot. You yo-yo, you rap, and then you got to be a character up there because you could be the best rapper in the world. You can be the best yo-yo guy in the world. You can be the best rapping yo-yo guy in the world. If you have no character on that stage to talk to the people and try to make them understand, because none of these people know you from a hole in the wall.
But you're my character. So I'm always rapping with a character.
This is true though, but you're the one up there though. You know what I'm saying? I may be out there and I might be giving you some energy from down here, but you're up there. So for you to talk to them while keeping the performance side of it, it's amendable, bro. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of skill, especially after driving 5 hours.
You have to still have that type of energy.
Like you found your second win on stage.
Yep.
You know,
like I'm alive.
I'm alive.
Like I'm here. Oh, shout out to Lori White, the one that actually booked me. She was there. She was like that woman that was wearing like a green.
Yeah, I saw her. She was bad. Yeah, with the green outfit.
She tried macking me.
She tried macking you?
When I first
you want to say this right here?
Yep, I'm gonna say it right here.
Did you tell your girl yet?
No.
She got to stop finding things out on the pod. You got to tell her things before we get.
I don't even think she really watches this pod, babe. If you watch this, just leave a comment. Just help the algorithm a little bit.
The comment's gonna be punching you in the eye.
But,
you already say you scared.
Because I'm trying to look for who it is, and then Kev, he points out, it's like, oh, if you want to check and talk to Lori, she's over there, And I'm like, all right. So I go up to her. I'm like, hey. She's like, oh, Mr. Yo-Yo Man. I'm
Oh,
like, fuck.
oh, you like the way she said that. That's why.
I was like, damn.
You like the way she said
I was like,
that.
oh no, I gotta be professional.
Yo, my
Wow.
nigga, you know, lately, past 3 times we've been going out, all 3 times you've been having some bitches macking
I
you,
don't
B.
do nothing.
No, listen. I just said bitches been macking at him. He don't do nothing. He just sits there and fucking yo-yos like he always does.
I don't do
Cheating
nothing.
ass nigga.
I'm not. Do I bite? Do I bite the bullet? No.
Nah, you don't bite. You don't bite.
I
I don't
respect.
think those women have been more attractive than your woman, though. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think any of those women have been more attractive than your woman. So it'd be like, and I mean this from all respects. You know, why the fuck would you? Why would you drop $1 for a dime? You know what I'm saying? You already got a whole dollar. Why would you drop $1 for a dime?
True.
You ain't gonna
True.
do that. You're smarter than that.
And so we end up checking in. I had this big box, and I put it in like a little small dress room that they have. And we just went exploring. We did a Piggy and Gilly Eats episode out there too. So
Food was trash.
food was not that good.
Food was trash.
Gilly fell in love with this girl on the
Oh my
wine shake
God.
desk.
Yo, I realized I got like there's like a, she brought me back. I had a nostalgia moment in that moment when I looked at that woman. I remember having a crush on my neighbor that was like when I was like 13 to like 15. This little short white girl, big breasted, but she had. It's gonna be absolutely weird. You know how when bitches be having the little sharp tooth, like the fangs. You know when the bitches have the cute fangs though. They
Yep.
don't. You know they
Yep.
kind of cute.
Yep.
When they're sticking out.
Mhm.
She kind of looks like a half man, half. I mean half dog, half fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like
Half
she.
dog.
Yeah, but no, for real. Like that woman yesterday. That's what she reminded me of. A chick that I had a crush on back then. And when she smiled,
Oh.
she bugged me out when she smiled. I was like, oh my God, I'm in love. Blonde
Yeah,
hair,
she's like a-
blue eyes, beautiful smile.
Like one of those like movie faces. Like,
And she was, you know what I love? I love women that are just, I mean, to an extent, I love women that are shy. You know, she was shy to talk in front of the camera. I don't know what to say. And then while y'all doing the thing to the right, I was macking. You know what I mean? I was macking her. So I'm like, yo, so like, why are you so shy? You're so beautiful. Like, why? It's like, no, I hate cameras. I don't like being in front of cameras. I don't like it. It's not who I am.
I'm
But
like,
what?
I was like,
I'll put her in front of a camera with a red dot.
Gilly. Yeah, we were thinking like, yep, Gilly's gonna live up here right now. Fuck it. This is his new license, Syracuse now.
Nah, I mean, I noticed that they noticed us. And if I feel noticed like that, it don't make me comfortable. Like, we're in a fair. There's a whole bunch of things in a fair. Fuck you staring at us for. I noticed it. You know what I'm saying?
Because we're the main attraction.
Well, physics with that camera, they couldn't get enough of it. They were just...
They were popping in the camera,
They
waving.
thought we were rappers and shit. They were just all on the camera. Like, oh my God.
I was just bullshitting around. Oh, we're the Food Network.
Yeah, that was funny. He said we were the Food Network.
Yeah, I was going, you want to be part of the Food Network? Hey, gives you more of incentive to want to do stuff for your episode. It's like, with those shits, you got to have like paperwork. We didn't have shit.
Yeah, you gotta have paperwork and all that shit so they can sign releases to be on it. Because she could always, that shit could go up and she could be like, I want half.
And then we went to this other spot. Well, after the wine shake, there was this like guy that was making pulled pork sandwiches with Reese's peanut butter cup pieces.
Well, yeah, and that's what we saw on the menu. But what we walked up on him making actually was scallop wrap, bacon wrap scallop, or scallop wrap bacon. One of the two, right? Scallop wrap
one
bacon.
of those two.
Yeah. No, bacon wrap scallop.
Mhm.
It was scallop wrap with bacon.
It was look good.
It looked good, but one thing that behoovered me, it was frozen. It was a bag full of frozen scallops and bacon, and he just threw them on the grill and warmed them up. I know that's how it goes down. I know, but like that doesn't prove to me that it tastes good. The dude wasn't throwing no seasoning while I was on the flame. The dude, like, it came from a truck, frozen, grabbed here, threw on, and then you expect the flavors of the bacon and the scallop to just be enough. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sitting there, season that shit. Throw a little bit of salt and pepper on it. Throw a little bit of adobo. Give me some cayenne pepper. Like, give me some flavor. No flavor on it. That's why I didn't want to order that neither. And then these niggas wanted to order pulled pork and peanut Reese's Buttercup. It just sounds dangerous. It sounds
It sounds dangerous.
So we decided to settle for what we settled for,
A peanut butter and jelly burger.
and something else, right? Only got that.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, I thought Physic got the lobster and mac and cheese.
Oh yeah, he did, but he didn't film it.
Oh, he ate it though. It was
He
good.
ate it. He ate it. It's I was. He's like, oh, it's alright, bro.
It was all right. Like, all right, so they waited for me to come back because I wandered off to smoke a cigarette, and they waited for me to come back, and when I came back, we split the sandwich in half. Uh, whatever jam they used was actually pretty good. The jam they used wasn't that bad. It wasn't as much of it though. It seems like there was no love in that sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Like there was
So they rushed it.
again. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why. Yo, to all you people that are servers, customer service, if you ever have to give anybody anything, just know that when you give it to them with love. You want to give somebody this dick, you gotta give it to them with love. It's the only way they come
Man,
back
you're
for it.
but it's like you're at the fair, so all the food there, it's like they probably have like time crunches when they probably have really long lines and they got to try to get the food out really quickly.
I totally agree with you. But you know the difference is that when we were there, that wasn't the case.
Yeah,
And
it
the
was
fact
short.
we were showing interest and had a camera,
Yeah.
that
They were showing interest too.
they should have gave us more attention to how they served us the food, so we would have gave them a better review than the one that we did give them. You understand? Like you, and then I walked up to the guy who was standing manager, and the guy told me, he says, "Bro, the manager is not even here right now. I'm just standing in. I don't want to give you permission to shoot because I don't know nothing about this business." You can't have a nigga standing manager, not standing manager. You can't have
What are you
somebody
managing?
running a business if he don't know what the fuck the bit like.
But why is he there then?
What?
If it's standing
He
manager.
said he said the manager wasn't there, was unavailable today. The guy that runs the spot. He goes, to be honest, I don't know nothing about this spot. I'm just sitting here making sure the workers get done. Then he showed me like his little book, and his little book, he was like, "Look, timestamps. I'm not doing nothing right now." Told me straight. He's like, "I would give you permission, but I can't because I don't know nothing about this place." You can't have somebody run your business that don't know nothing about the business, especially in a fair like that. You're gonna have people that are curious. What if a nigga would have walked up to him and be like, "Do you got anything gluten free?" Have somebody at your establishment tell one of your customers, "I don't know." You know what I'm saying? Like that's so it's just, and I think that's why the burger didn't taste good. Burger didn't taste good because there was no love while they were giving it to us. They all loved the camera.
They love the yo-yos.
They loved the yo-yos, but it didn't reflect upon how the meal was.
Yeah.
And that's why they got a bad review. But the slushy with the bad bitch was great.
Yeah, that was good.
Nigga drank it too fast, got fucking brain freeze.
It shit hurt my head a little bit. But then afterwards, we started walking and we saw like the Chevrolet stage.
Yeah.
When they had this guy performing. What the freak was it? Nico Moon. That was the guy that the country singer.
Oh,
that
the
was
country.
performing.
And you know what's crazy? He was melodic skinned.
Yep.
Like he wasn't light white. He was
No.
he looked like almost Arab. He almost looked,
Yep.
yeah. Like even had a lot of facial hair and
yeah.
all that, singing country.
And he sounded pretty good. I was like, okay, I could see why everybody's jamming to this right now because it was like on the lawn where it had like you could fit like 1,000 people there.
Well, you know these promoters,
And he doesn't have a big following. It's not like he's like rolling out. He only has like 70,000 followers.
yeah. But if you think about that,
Great management, probably.
you saw 70,000 where on Instagram, right?
Yes.
That don't reflect upon how many people actually digest his music, because he's on playlist. Because you got an announcement to make too. You're on playlist, aren't you?
Yes.
We'll get
to that.
Yeah, but yeah, you
Let me
you
check
don't
that
know
out
how
first.
far his music actually resonates. You know what I mean? We can't really tell just because he got 70K followers. But you know what goes to show, bro? Showing out. Nobody can know who you are. You can have this many followers or that many followers. But when it comes down to doing the work, when it comes down to like working out, going to the gym, when it comes down to performing, being the entertainer, when it comes down to entertaining, making people happy, when it comes down to leaving something memorable in people's brains when they didn't even know you before they got there, when it comes to all things like that, that's where performers win. That's where if you're a true entertainer, true artist, true monster, don't matter if he has 70K. True monster, that nigga walked out of the fair with another 3,000-4,000 people loving him because he was just that good of a performer. See what I'm saying? Like it doesn't really, for me, numbers do mean something, but what means more is what you are in the presence. What I leave with. I'll never forget you performing on that stage.
Mhm.
That means everything for me. You know what I mean? It wasn't you was performing for. It was the fact of what you made me feel like. And that's how that guy gets all his fans. I guarantee he's probably going to all these stages with nobody there that knows him, or only a couple people, but he walks out, everybody wanting more. That's
Yep.
what your gimmick is. That's why we hand out yo-yos.
Yep.
That's why when you speak on stage, you know, there's a lot of things you preface right before you perform a song. You know, the gay song. You know, you prefaced a couple things before it. You know, be yourself, be happy. You know, don't let people get you down. You know, the last song you did, you let everybody know how thankful you were to have them there, that you're on the stage and got to share it with them, and then you perform the song. You know, those things are is like what a memory is. You know what I mean? That's what empowers a memory to be like, oh shit, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget seeing that. I'll never forget how that person felt on stage and reflected upon me.
Mhm.
You know, that's what you look to do as an artist, right? Like that's your goal.
Yep.
Your
Eh,
goal is to make somebody feel.
Yep. And so I would hope that I left like some type of impact that anybody that saw me there for the Great New York State Fair. Thank you so much.
Hell yeah.
Again, shout out to Lori White for booking me. It was definitely a memorable experience, and she wants us to actually come back next year. It's like around, but give me a better time slot where there was like more people because we went up at like 8 o'clock.
TLC was performing.
TLC was performing at the same time as me, and obviously I was gonna leave the stage to go see TLC to keep it a buck.
I was gonna leave the stage.
It's like fuck me, I want to see them. But it's really dope. And then we drove back. We left around 10:10.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like we chilled. We macked out a little bit. In the parking lot before we dipped and drove back 4.5 hours.
Well, you drove back.
I drove back 4.5 hours.
Yeah, I think I fell asleep for like half an hour. I was fucking bored in the back of the car, but sitting there, like I would have been better probably driving because I would be able to extend my knee a little bit.
Mhm.
But then I was like, you know what? I could tell you were in your zone. I could tell you were literally like,
I got scared a little bit
what?
because it's like so dark. There's nobody on the road.
Well, that's why I tried to stay awake for you. I think I took 20-minute nap and then I woke back up because I felt bad that you're doing that shit alone. Like I know you got BJ next to you, but I know he's probably tired too from DJing.
Yeah, he knocked out a little
You know what I'm
bit
saying?
too.
That's why I was on you. I was trying to be on you, like, yo, make sure you're good because that shit's no joke. I told you one time I did it with Edwin and he almost killed us, my nigga. We was driving in Virginia. And it was like 1 a.m. And I said, yo, Quest, I'm going to close my eyes for 20 minutes. And he's like, all right, no doubt. So I closed my eyes.
No, in the backseat?
No, but shotgun. Driving a Honda Civic, 5-speed. It was green. It sat on 5-spoke. It was 17-inch rims. Beautiful car. And it was dropped. So, we're side by side. He's driver, passenger. And I'm like, I'm going to close my eyes for 20 minutes. I didn't get to 20 minutes. I got to 5. And I opened my eyes. And I looked to my left. He's sleeping.
While driving.
Nigga, fucking hand on the stick, pause. Hand on the stick shift. Other hand on the steering wheel, like this. And the car's because he drives stick. And he had to shift, but he wasn't shifting because he was sleeping. I'm like, I grabbed the wheel and I said, I rocked him back and forth a little bit. I'm like, yo, you awake? He wakes up.
Were you going fast?
Nah, you were doing like 65.
That's fast.
It's not that bad. It's one thing to fall asleep at 65, another thing to fall asleep at 80. But he fell asleep. He's like, oh. I was like, yo, now I'm staying up the rest of the ride. He was like, I was sleeping? I was like, yeah, you were definitely sleeping right now.
How long was the ride?
To Virginia, 6 hours.
Okay.
6 hours, but if you do it, the time we do it, like usually when we do the run at like 11 at night, 10 at night, so it takes us 5 hours. You know what I mean? Like I did it in like 4 hours and 50 minutes.
Now, even I noticed that when I was driving, like they had like a timestamp of the estimated time of arrival.
Oh, it went down.
It kept going down. I was like, cool.
Yeah, because you know why though, right? That calculates you when you're doing the speed limit.
Mm-hmm.
It calculates you when you. That's why I had that arrival time like that because you're supposedly would arrive at that time.
I was driving like everything's formal. I'm thinking everything's normal. I'm driving straight. There's nobody on the road. I don't see nobody in front. And then BJ is like, yo, dude, you're going really fast. So I'm like, what are you talking about?
Now I wasn't gonna tell you nothing because it's your vehicle. 1, 2. I'm not gonna be that guy if I'm looking at everybody else's face and they ain't even noticing or complaining to you. I didn't see the 100, but I did know when you drove up there, you would do it 80 plus a couple times. I didn't notice.
I noticed the 80 plus. I noticed the 80, but I didn't notice the 100 because BJ had to let me know. Like, dude, you're going fast. So I'm like, what do you mean? And I'm like, look, oh shit, I'm going 100 miles an hour. The fuck?
Yeah.
That's like, let me pull I pulled back like 20 miles per hour back. I was like, I got a little bit free. I'm like, yo, because everything's so clear. The road is just straight. There's no bumps and there's nothing on the road. I'm just
It's
seeing
like a
straight ahead of me.
mirage.
It's like a vroom, vroom, like
Tunnel vision.
just staring ahead of me. And I'm like, okay, I'm think I'm driving normally. I don't know how fast I'm going because I don't see no other cars. I don't see nothing.
Yeah, you're not. You don't have anything that you're relatively going the same speed as to be like, am I going faster?
Yeah,
No.
there's nothing next to me to like compare. But we did have a very beautiful night sky.
Oh man, those fucking stars. That's what makes me miss upstate New York. Like literally makes me miss upstate New York because those fucking stars. You're driving and I felt like a dog. I was like,
Yeah, it was beautiful. Like the only other time I ever felt this when I went with my girl to
so fucking
Massachusetts.
gay. 5 dudes in a car a lot watching the stars.
Well, Fizzy, Crush, and BJ weren't really
We're
watching
sleeping.
it.
Yeah, we
I
it was
was
just
like,
me and this nigga. We are kind of gay though, you and me.
It's like, what?
I love that man.
Hey, look, we peed on the side of the road together.
Well, we did. Yeah, we did pee together. I love this nigga.
You got to go. It's like, shit, you can't find no gas
Yeah, we
station.
couldn't find a bathroom. This nigga BJ, he's like 4.5 miles. At 4.5 miles
I got hold this for 4.5 miles
off the highway.
off the highway.
And we're not coming back.
like, damn.
I've seen that movie before.
Yo. So we got fun more rest stops and fucking highways now.
Holy shit, yo.
They had tech stops, but not like rest areas.
Yo, you know, it must be some shit to be in a Tesla and do 500 miles. Like, it must be some shit because you don't have to hold the steering wheel. So it must be some shit to just be talking with your passenger and all this shit. You know what I mean? Bullshit and playing fucking checkers and shit like that, and the car's just driving itself.
Playing Switch.
Going from here to California and shit. That shit must be crazy. I don't know if I'll be comfortable yet with the car driving itself.
So a scary moment was BJ thought he lost his keys.
Oh, really? When?
Like when we were in Syracuse, because he couldn't find his car keys. So he was like, "Oh shit!" He was gonna spend the night here in the basement, but fortunately, he was able to find his keys because he left them on my table before we all dipped, before we left the house. Because he came upstairs to use the bathroom and he must have threw his keys on the table and then realized, oh shit, they were there. Because I walked up there, I'm like, your keys are right there, bro. He's like, oh, thank God. And then the motherfucker ended up losing his hat.
Yeah, you left it in your car.
He left it in my car.
Yeah.
Like, dude, because he was like, no, he didn't really freak out about that. He's like, I'll come get it, whatever. I was like, all right.
Yeah, hat's nothing. Keys,
Hat's
though, you
because he was going to spend the night and leave the next morning. His parents are going to bring the car keys, the spare car keys for him.
yeah, man, headache.
It's like, nah, all right, fuck it. But thank God he found it and he ended up leaving. So after dropping you guys off and everybody leaving officially, it was 3:25 a.m.
Wow. I didn't go to bed till like 4 a.m. myself.
I fell asleep and woke up at like 6:45 because my friend was texting me. Joey Lamps.
He was asking how the show was.
Yeah, well, he's was in his own world. He's going through some other shit right now, but nah, I did tell him about the show.
Shout out to Joey, yo. Hope you good, brother.
Yeah, he all right. Yeah, he's good. But I told him about the show and stuff, and we're supposed to hang out a little bit on Monday because I haven't seen him since like probably the beginning of June.
Oh, wow.
Been a while out. He ain't coming over anymore. Like he's going through a lot of like personal stuff that I hope he happens to get through. But shout out to you, bro.
He'll be good. You figure it out. Tis his life, yo. Tis his life.
Then now the following day, Saturday, it was Bronx Brewery.
Mm-hmm.
That one was with me, Crush, my girl, and Gilly's future baby mama, Yulita.
Mm-hmm. She don't know it yet, though.
And she was looking cute too. I was like, "Oh, Gilly was here right now."
Ah,
they would have
man.
been like, and she got a little fucked up. I was like, "Oh, Gilly
Man.
got all that shit right now."
Nah, but I mean,
She was like, she was whining at the fucking bar shit. I'm
Oh,
like, "Yo,
yeah, nah,
my
yeah,
nigga Gil
yeah,
right
yeah,
now,
yeah,
right
nah.
here."
Nah, yeah. Yeah, definitely would have been. Yeah.
She had hair like this little cute girl.
Oh, my God.
Like ponytail. She had a croc top on.
Oh my God.
She had like
See, but you an asshole because the nigga, you know, he knows I'm fucked up because of my leg, and I didn't know if I could do another night of standing because I know with the Bronx rule you got to stand and watch. So I was like, I just,
That's sit in chairs.
I didn't know though, right? So I'm like, if this nigga would have texted me that you was there, yo, leader, I'd have jumped in the car Yeah, downshifted and I'd have been there, B.
I know you would. That's why I was like,
That's why he
damn.
didn't text you though.
I did text you.
That's why he don't text you.
No, I told you,
See?
let's
See?
go. And
See,
then
he's
he was
selfish.
bitching about
He's
his leg.
selfish.
He was
He's
bitching about
selfish.
his leg. I was like, all right, you better get your leg right, my nigga. I didn't, to be honest, too, I didn't even know she was there. We were all sitting. It was me, my girl.
Yeah, she'd be good
and
for the pop up.
me-
She'd just be popping up.
Yeah, me, my girl, because I did tell about the show, and I didn't know she was going to show up. So I'm sitting there with my girl, and I get a text her, and it's like, hey, look, turn around. And I'm like, a little weird. I'm like, I'm scared to turn around because I always don't know what happens when I turn around. So I took, babe, look behind me. And she's like, what? I was like, look behind me. You see Yelita? And she's like, yeah, I see her. Why you don't want to turn around? I was like, oh, I thought she was fucking with me and wasn't there. Hey, how you doing, Yelita?
I should do that to somebody. Yo, turn around. The fuck?
Like,
No, I just wanted you to turn around.
They could be out in the world somewhere. Like, are you on this plane?
Yo!
Or they like having sex, and like you go turn around.
Oh, yeah, where nigga in his bedroom or some shit. You tell nigga turn around. That nigga's like,
Make that the turnaround challenge.
yo, the turnaround challenge and film it. Nah, but shout out to Yolita. She's a beautiful woman. I know that you had a great time Saturday.
Yes.
How was your performance?
I got the curse, so it was a lot better.
You got the what?
At the curse.
What do you mean?
I couldn't curse in Syracuse. That show was
You
clean.
got to curse. You got the opportunity to curse.
In Syracuse, I had to rap clean.
Mhm.
But at the brewery, I can curse all I want, so it was a lot more cleaner. But I still had the edits.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
just
had to throw them in yourself.
I just had to throw them myself. So I pretty much did the exact same set, and I didn't really do the last two songs. Like I didn't do "I Like the Pain" and "A Different Hand" because my body was still kind of drained. That I was like, let's just jump to the last song. So I just skipped. I skipped "I Like the Pain" and "A Different Hand." We're right into the thank you. The DJ, shout out to DJ First Class for being my DJ there. But one part that he did fuck up on, like there's the "If It Wasn't for the Bronx" and then "When Pigs Fly."
Hip hop wouldn't be all right.
And then "When Pigs Fly." He cutted it after "It Wasn't for the Bronx" was over. It wasn't done. He started going right into the next thing.
He probably didn't know though.
I told him the timestamps, like play it through.
You got to write that shit down.
I wrote it to him and I texted it to him.
I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, DJ, but it's not working. You sound like you fucked up.
But I was like, again, that's why you need to have DJs that know your sets. Like if I give it to like Jin, DJ Jin, DJ Ultraviolet, DJ Chase, they know because I've known them for years and they know how my sets are. I never worked with First Class. He doesn't know how my sets are.
Well, look, everything's a learning experience. You know what I mean? He just gave you the DJ appreciation, regardless of the fuck up. So don't take it as a slight.
No, it's not.
You know what I mean? It's so we could get better next time. So
cool.
his set next time.
I follow him on Instagram right after because you never know when I might need another DJ like that.
Yeah. But I don't want niggas to, you know what I mean? You say things on the pod and people get booty hurt because they think you say something personal about them.
Nothing of this is personal.
If you fucked up, I'm gonna point out your fuck up so we could go forward.
Yeah, and it's not a fuck up that's like life ruining.
It didn't kill your set. You just noticed it.
Yeah, I noticed it. That's it. Everybody still had a great time, still a great set. I got off the stage. I did my giveaway. I also kind of fucked up a little bit there, which is kind of why I did the game show part. I was running with the yo-yos.
Okay.
Like I was literally running, like hard.
Why?
Because I was on a platform. It's because I wasn't like in the center. I was on the stage, so I had to get off the stage, hand out the yo-yos, and now I had to jump back on the stage to get more yo-yos to go right back off the stage. So it's like I'm jumping up and down just to give yo-yos out.
I get it.
So it called me out of breath, like because it wasn't like at Syracuse where it's just like a
closer.
Clap.
They were closer.
Everybody was
easier
closer
to get off
because everybody left this old empty space.
You actually have to go down the stairs for your shit.
Yes, so that kind of left me a little out of breath. I was like, fuck, and then like, Chris, you good? And then I had like waters there. And I drunk them shits. And I had a towel. I actually brought a towel on stage so I could wipe all the sweat because I sweat like Shaq in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, fucking McGilla Gorilla.
Yeah, I'm McGilla Gorilla, and I gave appreciation. I said, like, shout out to my girl, shout out to my homie Yolita being here. She crushed everybody. The thank you song.
Damn, I'm gonna see you soon, Yolita. I'm gonna see you soon.
Yeah, so we chilled there for the rest of the night until like close. They left like around 10. Then we went to this spot called Legendary Bar, which was really fun. Unfortunately, we got there when they were closing up the kitchen, so we couldn't really get no food there because we thought we were gonna get food there.
This is the only nigga. You know what's crazy though? That's a true performer though, because after performers perform, usually they want to go sit down and eat. You know what I mean? Go have a good meal. You know, but because Rich is not like a drinker or nothing like that. He's not heavy, so
They
that
they try
I
to make
can't.
it.
What?
They try to make me a drinker last night.
They tried to.
Oh yeah, I took like 3 shots.
You don't take shots.
Exactly.
What were they wagering?
No, we like a victory one. Like, oh, we had a great like 2 shows.
Nigga, that's 3 victories.
Exactly. All right, one of the rounds was on Yolita.
Man.
And I did 2 rounds. Me, my girl, Crush, we did 2. And then my girl ends up getting a margarita. But the thing, I don't like what she does. I'm sorry, babe, to say this.
Whoa, watch. Yo, tread on water, nigga.
No, she
This
got.
nigga be bugging, yo.
I gotta say it here because I gotta say this here because I'm always scared to say shit to your face. So we could just. Because she be why you don't why you never like talk about your feelings and emotions because you scary, babe. So I gotta say it here so then you can find out. So on the podcast you said this.
Said you scary, bitch.
One thing that really caught me off guard because I had to go outside the bar because I was just so I had to breathe.
Okay.
It was like she babysits fucking drinks for a long time till like the alcohol gets so diluted.
Well, I will say this: it's bullshit because when she in my crib, she drinks those beers like water.
Well, drinking beer and drinking alcohol like a different effect. Like if I drink, I could drink a lot of
If you say
Modelo's.
so.
I could drink a lot of Modelo's like nothing. But I have like a hard, like a 2 drinking.
Maybe
like
she's
tequila.
not. Maybe she's not. Maybe she likes it watered down though. Maybe she prefers the alcohol to be less
But
strong.
then it's like you'll finish that one drink, but then like I told her like because I saw Crush, he was like knocking the fuck out because he's small. It was like past midnight, and I'm fucking tired. I was like,
well, his body can't take a lot of alcohol.
Yeah. Hey, alcohol, and he's small, so it's like he ain't got like my type of like control.
Yo, nigga, fuck you. I drink fat people under the couch.
There's fat people. It's different. They can have like a.
Big people usually drink a
could
lot of
drink a jug.
alcohol.
They could drink like a whole damn jug of shit. They could drink a jug of tequila and be like,
Yeah, like that fat black guy on YouTube.
Yes.
The chug guy.
yes, like that guy. Ugh.
How does he chug that shit?
So Yolita ended up leaving. I walked her to her car because I was scared because she parked far.
Shorty drove
She drove.
after drinking that much.
Yeah, that's her life.
Man, you can stay.
See, you were a king. You could have dropped her off. You could have dropped her off.
What?
See, if you were a king, you could have dropped her off.
I could have dropped 2 off.
You could have dropped Yolita off.
Oh, you said Yolita drove. I thought you meant
Yeah.
your girl drove.
Oh no, Yolita drove.
Damn, she drove?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have dropped her off because she popped up there. So she drove there.
Yep.
You trying to fuck with my mind right now? I would have had to like make arrangements
She would
to
have
go
dropped.
pick her up.
She would have dropped you off.
Drunk? Nah, I would never make her. I would never do that to somebody. I hate when people. I don't know what I know. I know everybody got their own tolerances and shit like that. But like, I'm always the paranoid guy, yo. I'm always like, yo, are you good though? But are you good though? Like, I'm the type of nigga, and people know it too, yo.
No.
I drive your car home and I take a cab home. I'm that nigga. Be like, if you're like, no, I'm not good. All right, bro, come on. I'll drive you home and take a cab. Really? Yeah, I'll drive take home. That's how I am, bro. Because the last thing I would ever want, I'm like conscious, is for me to be the last person to see you. That would fuck my brain.
No, that's why I walked her back home because she's like, oh, I'm gonna walk to my car. And I was like, she parked like all the way down the street until like to the left, like so, like it was like when we got to her car, I'm like, oh yeah, if she was like by herself, she would have fucking like.
Yeah, because that walk probably sobered her up though.
Yes.
That walk probably sobered her up, and then she knew you were there, so it's like, all right, I gotta get sober before I drive. I don't want to be driving like this.
She ended up having to drive me back to the bar. That's how far away she was. She was like,
I'm gonna see you soon, Yolita.
Yep, I'll see you soon. So eventually, we left, and I dropped Crush off. Then I dropped my girl off. My girl's already fucking gone at this point. She was like,
so you drove all the way back to Jersey to drive her home?
I dropped Crush off first, and then I dropped my girl off last.
Ah, nigga. Oh well, I guess so.
It's easier for me to do that. And then I could just after Jersey, I just want to go straight home.
Yeah, yeah. But I'll be forcing my niggas.
She was like wobbling. I had to hold her like in the street because she was like wobbling the goddamn. I'm like, okay, hold that. And then Chris was like, oh, y'all look so cute together. I'm like, I'm just hoping she don't fucking go in the street. I know it's cute, but she's like leaning on me. Like even when we were like going good night and shit. She, like laying on top of me. I'm like, like a fucking dog. I was like, oh, it's
See,
okay.
that's what she
Have a
wanted
good day.
though. Like, yo, girls are emotional sober. You get a girl drunk, dude, she just wants some love. She just wanted some love, dude. She just wanted to be held.
Yeah.
Go to sleep pissed drunk and wake up not knowing what happened.
Now 2 cats watching me from the window and shit. Like, what the fuck's going on here?
Like real cats?
Yeah, she got 2 cats.
Oh, they were making sure you weren't fucking with their mom.
Little did they know.
She's a cat person?
Yeah, she got 2 cats.
How would you feel about that?
Oh, my cats. I mean, I never. The last cat I ever owned, I was 5, and that was only we gave it away because we were moving into an apartment building and they didn't allow pets.
Okay, okay.
We gave it to my aunt.
Do the cats attack you when you go to her house?
No, they run away. They still not really used to me yet because they're still kind of babies. They're only like less. They're only like less than 2 years old. She got
Okay.
them when they were like little kitties.
Okay, okay.
So they only like know their mom. And it's not like they go outside and shit. It's not like with dogs, so you can take them to a dog park. And
Nah,
shit.
yo, some cats, yo, like I know a chick. I used to go over her house, and that nigga would attack me. Like he would go under the couch or under the bed or under whatever and try to rip my ankles apart. Round and just fucking scratch me. So whenever she wasn't around, I would take the sink, I would fill a bucket up with water, and I would chase him around the house, and I fucking douse him with water. Yeah, because he would attack me, bro. Like even when I slept, he would literally scratch my face. So whenever she wasn't around, I would torture the cat right back. Yeah, fuck him.
I can see
Fuck
your eyes.
him. Yeah, I wouldn't hurt him. I would just wet him. Till he was just sitting in the corner. I'm like, yeah, how you like that shit? So scratch my ankle, bitch. And then the cat would disappear and come attack me later.
That's like some form of animal abuse.
So our day doesn't end, but our conversation is coming to an end. Let's end it on the right way. What the fuck did you do today, my brother?
I got to yo-yo at Juices for Life. Shout out to Akil for that. It was really dope. We did a back to school thing where he gave out book bags and school supplies, and I gave out special edition Juices for Life yo-yos
Nice.
for about 2 hours.
And if you guys don't know Juices for Life, it is owned by
Styles P.
Styles P of
The Locks.
from where?
Yonkers.
There we go. See that shit? That's sync right there.
D-Block.
There you go. I didn't ask about it, but he got it.
It was really dope. I think he's going to be... I thought he was going to be there, but he's actually going to be at Stadium Goods in the downtown, like Lower East Side.
Okay.
Because Juices like I guess got a special collaboration with Stadium Goods. So they get exclusive drinks and they sell them inside the store.
Okay.
So that's where Styles P is going to be at. But unexpectedly, as we were wrapping up, because it was like the last 10 minutes, fucking China Mac just pulls up.
Fucking
randomly.
dope.
Like I'm like, oh shit. Like I'm like in the store talking to somebody. The guy notices outside the store. He's like, oh snap, that's China Mac. I'm like, China Mac, where are you going? He's like, I think he just went inside that bodega right there. And we're like, oh shit. And he pops back out. Oh shit, it's China Mac. Like, and you know, I didn't know he was that tall. He's taller than me.
Oh, boy, he's like 6'2".
He's like, he gotta be around roughly like my height.
Like 6'2".
Because we're eye level and shit. I'm like,
oh, my nigga, he's an Asian from Flushing, boy. What you think, nigga? Yo, son, I'm a Flushing dude. Asians don't play in Flushing.
I remember all the times we be on the podcast. So you bring up China Max thing.
Right.
I'm like, I said, yo, I gotta get a picture, give him some type of yo-yo.
Yeah, nah,
yo,
you're Flushing dude. Flushing dudes don't play. Like, yo, a lot of people from Flushing, Queens, a lot of Asians they were oppressed for a lot of years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's still a lot of Asians where you live.
We're in College Point,
Yeah.
not as much as Main Street and Flushing. They conquered Main Street. They own all the buildings. They literally had like, yo, the street violence there was real. These Asian gangs, they came up because they used to get fucking picked on by Americans. They used to get picked on by Americans and the Spanish gangs. So the Asian gangs, Asian Empire, shout out to my Asian Empire niggas in Flushing, they came up like these niggas, they had to learn how to defend themselves. And China Mac comes from that era. He comes from the era of the Mohegans where it's either you run over or you get run over. You know what I'm saying? It's either you do the running over or you get run over. He's a street nigga, B. Like he's such a street nigga. He went all the way to California to shoot hands with AD from the No Jumper podcast.
Did they ever shoot
the one on?
Shoot the fade.
Shoot the fade, get it over with, give the man a dap, and then go do a food show with him.
Did they ever say who won? They didn't never mention who
No,
won, right?
they if you take the evidence from both of their descriptions of the fight, AD beat him. Because China Mac goes, you don't realize how big that nigga AD is. until he actually picks you up and puts muscle on you. Like they both described the fight. China Max said he was getting the best of him with the hands, and then AD did the AD thing, picked him up, put him against the fence, and then that's when niggas started stopping the fight. Because he's bigger, bro. He's big OG Crip. What you think is gonna happen? He ain't get that shit from nowhere. And then half of these niggas are sanctioned. They don't even have to fight no more. You know what I'm saying? Half these niggas like they put in the work already. You know what I'm saying? Or they're famous. You know what I'm saying? They don't even have to fight no more. So for like China Max to call the nigga out, go to California. Yo, that's the most gangsters thing I've ever seen a nigga do, bro. Fuck us fighting. I'm gonna come to your hood and fight you.
I'm gonna fly across the country.
Fly across the country, go fight him, whether he got his ass whipped or not. Don't matter. He's still standing after the fight. You know, on some street shit, we never really care who wins the fight. You know, unless somebody really dominates or breaks a nigga face or breaks a nigga arm, the bigger concern is you stood your ground and you fought. When you don't stand your ground and you fight, that's when you ruin everything about yourself. If you ever run, if you say no, if you let niggas beat you up, that's when you have no credibility as far as saying you stand up for yourself as a man. And not saying you have to be a good fighter, but you gotta learn how to defend yourself so that when niggas come at you, they can't, you know, you're not looked at like, oh, we could just do that to him every time. If you hit somebody once in the face, he'll think twice about fucking with you. I fought a Colombian dude. Yo, shout out to my man Sebastian. Colombian dude. He played with his dinner, so to speak. Because he was bigger than me. 6'2", played soccer. And when we fought with the hands, yo, homie kept kicking my foot out. So I kept falling on my face. Every time I got close, he kicked my foot out, fall on my face. He would go like this, like a commercial. Yo, and do it again. Until finally he did it, and he didn't have mercy on me that time. He went up and mollywopped the top of my head. Bink! Bink! But he must have hurt his hand, because this is the hardest part of your head, right here. So he must have hurt his hand, because he didn't use that hand again. And then out of fucking just being scared and not wanting to get my ass whipped, I just got up and I just started swinging on him. I hit him once with a cookie. You know, the whole description of the fight is Gil got his ass whooped, but Gil gave him a cookie. You see what I'm saying? Nobody can at least say, oh, fuck with Gil, pick on Gil. He's a pussy. He was bigger than me. I got my ass whooped, but I walked out of there with pride. And that's all a fight ever is amongst men. You know how many times I've seen niggas throw hands and go have a drink after? It don't always have to be beef. Oh, I'm going to see you later. I'm going to shoot you. Y'all niggas are cowards for all that shit. If y'all got problems with each other, even if it's about money, whatever, shoot the fair ones. Call up these niggas. Who are these people that do the boxing things in the Bronx?
Rumble in the Bronx.
Call up these niggas. DM them. They'll throw you in the fucking ring. Or if you want to do some MMA fighting, there's street niggas too that do that shit too. Go shoot the fair one. Then go get some fucking money. Stop killing each other with fucking guns and shit. Y'all niggas all pussy. Like, yeah, for real, y'all pussy. If you got beef with a nigga and you gotta shoot a nigga, you pussy. Straight up. If you don't want to see that nigga, you don't want to throw hands with that nigga, if you owe that nigga money and you running, you pussy. Like, you pussy. You know what I'm saying? If you snitch on a nigga and you gotta get your ass whipped and you run, you pussy. Like, take your ass whipping like a man. Stand your ground. Don't let somebody take your dignity and your pride away from you out of fear. Because then what kind of life are you living? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only reason I got over being bullied, bro. Because everybody in my life is always bigger than me. You're bigger than me, my nigga. But do I have any fear from you or any other man? Yeah, I don't. Because I've been running away from niggas your size all my life. And I'd be damned if I run away now. Because now, I'll just shoot you. I'll be a pussy nigga. What a kidding.
Nigga, man.
Oh, shit. So what's on the agenda for the week, Rich?
Oh, what is going on this week? I actually do have a show Saturday.
Where you going?
It's in Brooklyn.
Okay.
On Hart Street.
Okay.
I just got a
What time? Shout out all the info.
It's for MOASA. Man, I forgot what the M means, but it's like, I'm just going to throw my own word in it. Management of a starving artist.
Okay.
And it's hosted by like the Rudis Jones. Shout out to her. And it's being hosted by Silent Celeb.
Oh, I haven't seen Celeb in a minute. You know she was on fucking Netflix, right?
Yeah.
She's been on a couple Netflix shows and all that shit.
One of her big come-ups doing that Netflix show. That she's going to be hosting. And she's always showing love. She sometimes shows up to the Dreamer's house. Like, she be there.
I saw her there, yeah. I think when I went with you that time, I saw her there, yeah.
She's there. She's there a lot. She's part of the whole crew there as well. They actually have an event this Tuesday. I was going to think about bringing Crush so he can try to get in with some of the influencers.
That'd be good for him, so he could start putting his mind in that set. Yeah. Before we walk out, JID or JID or DJ Khaled's album, who was better?
JID. No
Yo,
questions.
and that's low budget.
Like JID, you know, it was sonically better. The lyrics was there. The production was
And he didn't
immaculate.
have to use 100 different artists.
Like Khaled kind of got me with. There's a few
He got like
sleepers
4
on it.
bangers.
Got 4 out of how many songs were on that shit?
17, was it 17?
I don't think it was 17. I think it was like probably like less than that.
Yeah, keep talking. I'll look it up.
But yeah, like I just heard JID's this morning, and we heard the whole entire Khaled album driving to Syracuse, and we were like, "Yeah, it's not good." Because when you realize what Khaled's albums, they start all just meshing in with each other. They all just sound like the same person. Like, how many times you gonna have 21 Savage
1, 2,
on
3,
the same
4,
track?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Yeah,
18 songs,
18
an hour long.
hour?
Not bad. I like hour projects. I think of a project's an hour, 45 minutes. I find that to be very indulging. I can get into your story. And if it's good, I could play it back. 45 minutes is a lot of time. So if I could play your shit back, once a week, that means 45 minutes of my life I just killed. Great. You know what I mean? Like I like being able to play somebody's album. But like you said, this wasn't it, Khaled. You know what God did? God created shit.
I mean, when your album covers the face, your own face.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, like what's fucked up more? I heard the Joe Budden podcast, I heard it this morning, matter of fact, and these niggas are praising his album.
Well, that's Joe Budden.
These niggas are praising his album. I could praise the whole verse. I could praise the whole song. I get it, but they're actually saying that this is a great Khaled album. And I find
who said it? Ice or
all three of them say this is a great Khaled album.
But what reasons they gave? I'll shit on them right now.
I honestly, the same thing you said about it sonically sounding good. They like the features on it.
It's the same niggas.
I was half an hour into the pot. But regardless, they think it's a great Khaled album. And that's how I know that these niggas are just industry jocks. Like, y'all like who y'all like when y'all like it, and then because y'all say it, he'll get another 100,000 streams.
Just so he can get, like, the future interview with Khaled.
You know what I'm saying? But his album was trash. As a rapper, there's only 3 or 4 songs that ain't good on here. Like, this album wasn't good.
Like, I like the Lotto track more than most of the songs on there. That was supposed to be like it's not like a throwaway chick song. Like, I went...
Oh, that's the one with the City Girls.
Yeah, with City Girls and Lotto.
Towards the end, yeah.
Yeah, I had that sample. I forgot what the sample was, but it was dope.
Khaled gets a little bit, like... Funk Flex at one point in my life would annoy the shit out of me when he was on the radio and would drop bombs for an hour and just wouldn't drop the song.
He still does that.
That's why I don't listen to Flex, because I know what annoyed me about him. I'm slowly getting annoyed with Khaled. We the best. This what God did. You can't take it from us because it was always ours. That whole commercial talking, you're 14 albums in, and I don't think this is one of your top 5. I don't even think this is one of your top 5.
Like, you're supposed to be better with each album.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the only thing that's getting better about Khaled is the gimmick. Like I said, Khaled's a walking commercial. He's the only fat nigga that did fucking weight losing commercials and didn't lose a fucking pound.
What was he trying to sell us on?
I don't know. He used to sell weight loss shit though.
Yeah, he
was on commercials. And
I think he did that for a PR for his last album.
This thing is crazy.
I think 3 albums ago he did it for if you buy this album, you get weight loss pills or some crazy shit. It was a while back. I forgot what it was called though. Fuck, it's gonna bother me now until I go to sleep.
He did lose a lot of weight though.
No, he's still fat.
Oh, it was Weight Watchers. He was an ambassador for Weight Watchers.
He been watching his weight his whole life. Man.
Oh man,
and he was skinny before he even blew up. I'm like, what happened? Where was the part that made him fat?
You get successful. That's it. That's all you.
He wasn't even successful. He was skinny. Then my boy knew him. He was a runner for DJ Khaled back in the early 2000s.
Oh really?
Yes.
What kind of runner?
And back in Miami,
dealer?
you know, like one of those niggas in the street that be putting out the flyers.
Oh,
okay. He was on a part of his street team.
Okay.
He used to run for Khaled, doing all this
shit. He's an Arab, right?
Yeah, he's Arab. Like some type of Arab. I don't know which Arab. Like Moroccan Arab or fucking Pakistan Arab. One of those two.
I mean, shout out to Khaled, man. 14 albums in. I can't take nothing away from you. You know, you have the ability to call Hove. You got the ability to call Wayne, Jadakiss.
Hove give it a long-ass verse.
You know what I'm saying? You got the ability to get all these things. I'm never going to depreciate the value that you got in the hip-hop game, in the music game, in the entertainment game. But I will say this. JID's album better than yours.
Damn, shit on right there.
Ah!
You should
Well, you remember when he got mad? He got mad at Tyler the Creator
Yes.
because Tyler the Creator was like outselling him.
Give him what weird shit.
He outsold his album too. Tyler the Creator.
Yep.
He got mad at that.
Yep.
Yeah. So DJ Khaled tried to put the package deal where you get like the ticket and then you get the CD to try to boost up the sales.
Yep.
Yo, what are you mad for?
Oh,
You can walk us out, baby. Come on, so you can take a rest. We're an hour in. Let's go. We'll see you next fucking week.
Okay, can you stop pressing the button?
Okay, my bad.
Thank
One
you.
more time. Okay.
Oh, thank you all so much. Please like and subscribe. This is a very enlightening essence though.
Uh-huh.
That's all you know. I'm tired.
Uh-huh.
Please like and subscribe to all our shenanigans on this channel.
He's trying to get it out.
I'm Richard Picasso. That's G out of character.
Yo, what up? Like, subscribe, or we'll come after you.
Well, here, I'll come after you. I'm going to sleep. Fucking tired.
Another one? You had a McDonald's.